streets, they never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my phone, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me. Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture. I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling.
I've been shot,
I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. The streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Get him Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Job, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Yo, shout it out to everybody in the BUILDING. Shout out to my guy ABG. He the first one to type it in. Big Brooklyn shit, real family shit. Y'all don't know where you are. You're now rocking with the best. I'm Sharon McLeod's son. They call me Big Dice. You heard me? If you understand that, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Share this live. You dig what I'm saying? Share this live. Share this grown folks conversation. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? How everybody doing? How's everybody doing? On this Turkey Day. Shout out to El Compa. Rest in peace to the Dread. How's everybody doing on this Jive Turkey Day? If I'm sounding crystal clear, ABG, let me know I'm crystal clear, you know what I'm saying? Because we know you in the building. We know you in the building. We're going to give a few more people some time to come up in the building. Do a little quick live for Thanksgiving. I got a little things to do, a couple of houses to go check, some family members and everything to go check. Anybody hear me crystal clear? Put the dice cubes in. The people that's in the cut, come on out there. Say happy Thanksgiving. Say happy Jive Turkey Day, anything, you know? I'm going to say, yo, Big Dice, what up? Appreciate you, my guy. I don't know what's been going on. The YouTube streets is going crazy. Russian Princess is in the building. How you doing? Salute to you. The gorgeous ladies of iTalk. You know you got your wrench, so make sure you put it in and put your lead. Shout out to Angie, baby, who's usually in the building. As y'all know, I've been going back and forth. Going back this week into Georgia. Going back down there to get things right. See what they're talking about with this great offer. Going down there to train some great people. But today is Thanksgiving. I had some running to do, you know. But I didn't go live in a couple of days, so I said I was going to come up here and give some shout-outs. You see what Russian Princess said? She said, yes, Angie is amazing. I ain't going to front. She got a heart of gold. If y'all not subscribed to her channel, go over to Angie channel, man. Because she drop quotes every day that's kind of touching. Some of them have touched me dead to the heart because, like she said, a lot of times people overlook the smaller things, but the smaller things is really what's important. I don't know. I tried to refresh I don't know what's going on with my thing. Seemed like StreamYard. I'm about to find me something else to stream through because StreamYard has been slagging and everything like that because it ain't my computer, it ain't my phone, it ain't my Wi-Fi. And I've been noticing a couple of other people on StreamYard have been having the same problem. Same problem. So shout out to my guy, Way to Black, because this song right here is, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy, Way to Black, because this is my song right here. I listen to this song every fucking day, y'all. Every day I listen to this song. I want y'all to listen to the words in this song. I'm telling you, this shit is very, very deep. Shout out to Way to Black, because God got a plan for everybody in here. I know God got a plan for me. Let's go. Oh, wait up.
God got a plan for me. 128 for me. 128. I know God got a plan for me. I done prayed for me. I done prayed. The motherfuckers wasn't listening. God got a plan for me. No. I understand. I just stopped praying. Lift up these mortal hands. I got a gun. Pray.
Pardon the interruption. Y'all. You got official. You can't mess that up.
Yeah. God got a plan for me.
Yo, Shock, salute. I see you, bro.
I know God got a plan for me. I done prayed for me. I done prayed. The motherfuckers wasn't listening. God got a plan for me. No. I understand. I just stopped praying. Lift up these mortal hands. I got a gun. Pray. I will sing his praise. I know he's the greatest. He gave us this power. Yeah. Yo, where the bottle at? Yeah, like, pass that shit, man. God got a plan for me. He got a plan for me. Yes, he does. I know God. Yeah. I know God got a plan. Let me tell you something.
I done seen a lot of shit. I done sold a lot of drugs. I lost a lot of crips. All I thought about was getting rich. I bought 100 grams and got a stick. If this is God plan, he done fucked up. I'm from the jungle where you pray if you ain't tough enough. I'll be back to grip, and then I called this bluff. I ain't saying that was tough, I just ain't give a fuck. Dark Knight's big gun, I'm like, give it up. Buddy, he was claiming crip, guess he wasn't crip enough. Not jam, mines didn't, guess he wasn't quick enough. Told me he was playing tough, niggas had to pick him up. I put your shooters in a box, I ain't a boxer, I keep a knocker. I pop a bean and I go bonkers. God's plan made my mama give me up. Sometimes I wonder why my mama ain't give a fuck.
God got a plan for me. I know God got to the point where I don't even like this Chris shit no more, man. I ain't all this shit no more. Girl, talk for me. First, it ain't no shit. It ain't no love. It's only Jackson Peace order. I know all my fallen, man. Rest in peace to me. I'm dead. Rest in peace, my way. God got my niggas in cages like fucking animals, man. God got a plan. Free my orders.
Red pill, blue pill, so hard to give it up. I'll be in the box until I die before I give you up. God's plan to my people when the slaves. My whole housewife, they put me in a cage. I done sniffed so much coke, I can't give it up. I done drank too much lean, I can't give it up. I done fucked on that pussy, I can't give it up. I chase money every day, I never give it up.
Talk, waiter.
Yo, free my street.
Yo, what's vibing, y'all? We gotta put this back to the beginning. Waiter was vibing. Let's go, y'all.
God got a plan for me.
Shout out to Waiter Black, Clean Honey, man. Congratulations on that record deal, beloved.
I done prayed.
You deserve it.
The motherfuckers wasn't listening. God got a plan for me. I just stopped praying.
He said you went and got him a gun. And said he stopped praying and went and got him a gun.
Yeah.
This is the story of everybody in Brooklyn, man.
Right, pass that shit, man. God got a plan for me. He got a plan for me. Yeah. Let me tell you something.
I done seen a lot of shit. I done sold a lot of drugs. I done lost a lot of crips. All I thought about was getting rich. I bought 100 grams and got a stick. If it's his God plan, he done fucked up. I'm from the jungle where you pray if you ain't tough enough. I'll be back to grip, and then I called this bluff. I ain't saying that was tough, I just ain't give a fuck. Dark Knight's big gun, I'm like, give it up. Buddy, he was claiming crip. Guess he wasn't crip enough. Not jam, mines didn't. Guess he wasn't quick enough. Tony, he was playing tough. Niggas had to pick him up. I put your shooters in a box. I ain't a boxer. I keep a knocker. I pop a bean and I go bonkers. God's plan made my mama give me up. Sometimes I wonder why my mama ain't give a fuck.
God got a plan for me.
Fire!
I know God got to the point where I don't even like
This shit is different, y'all.
God got a plan for me.
I listen to this every day. I gotta hear this song every day, man.
It's only Jackson Peace order. I know all my fallen, man. Rest in peace to me. I'm dead. Rest in peace, my way. Got my niggas in cages like
fucking animals, man.
Free my orders.
Red pill, blue pill, so hard to give it up. I'll be in the box until I die before I give you up. God's plan to my people when the slaves. My whole housewife, they put me in a cage. I done sniffed so much coke, I can't give it up. I done drank too much lean, I can't give it up. I done fucked on that pussy, I can give it up. I chase money every day, I never give it up.
Shout out to the lucky lefties, y'all.
My streets.
Shout it out, y'all.
Free psych bike.
Free psych bike, y'all.
I watch family. Turn on family. And I watch strangers.
Love me more.
Love me more.
6 niggas, 6 minutes. I'm in the shit until the shit finish. Big crib, new whip, you see the rim spinning. My team spinning, my little cousin Big Bremen. Yeah, mad that I'm a G and my wrist slitty. Play me next pick, I might have your bitch with me. I was told never snitch, shit'll follow me. Niggas switch up, pop shit and give apologies. Perky at the perky, thick bitch sit on top of me. Birdie at the birdie on the block, this monopoly. I'll pull his birdie in the desert, niggas flock at me. Honey pack, Henny bitch, trust me, ain't no stopping me. I got dreams of dead people on top of me.
Yo, shout out to Waiter Black, man. I don't know if y'all be listening to what he be saying when he be talking. Because some people just listen to beats and all that shit. But that dude be talking. I'm telling you, Waiter be talking, man. He said he wasn't trying to say he was tough. He just wasn't giving a fuck. Word. Got my brother FTC Vice in the building. Talk about a couple of things that's going on in the world right now. First thing I want to talk about is all you motherfuckers can't cook. So some of you people going to be at somebody's house and the food is going to be fucked up. Straight up and down. The food is going to be fucked up. I might be talking about somebody in here because you know you can't cook. Because Thanksgiving is about everybody getting that food together, going to each other's houses and shit. But some of you motherfuckers can't cook. Some of you motherfuckers can't make macaroni and cheese. Some of you motherfuckers cannot cook a turkey to save your life. They got a motherfucking turkey at Popeyes right now. Cajun turkey at Popeyes. Shit come with instructions, is seasoned, and everybody knows that my cousin Deborah fucked that up. Yeah, she fucked it up. The shit come with instructions. It's fully seasoned. All you gotta do is put this shit in the motherfucking oven, and she fucked it up. But you want to hear the good part about it is we was all there to laugh with her. We was all there to laugh with her. If she fucked the whole chicken up, the shit came with instructions. Yo, shots. I said she fucked the whole chicken up, brother. If y'all go to Popeyes right now, you can buy the goddamn chicken from Popeyes. They tell you to take it home with the instructions. She fucked it up. But we were all there to laugh together as a family. Anybody in the crowd got something they want to give thanks for? Holly, I see you, sis. Happy Thanksgiving, girl. Is anybody in the crowd? Can you tell me something that y'all should give thanks for? Anybody in here? I got a few things I'm giving thanks for. Because some people overlook the fact of this is Thanksgiving. Even though it's some real brutal history behind the original meaning of Thanksgiving, we're going to erase that. Sometimes we got to throw that bullshit away. We're going to think about what we put into the holiday as people as a whole. This has nothing to do with being black. This has nothing to do with being white. This has something to do with family and giving thanks because we all cook and bring it together. Harley said, I give thanks for God for everything because I give thanks for waking up. Shout out to my brother FTC Vice. I give thanks for waking up. FTC said that's what he give thanks for, life. Rest in peace to Mama Vice. If y'all ain't know, my man lost his mother. This is his first holiday like that, you know, without his moms. But we got him. We got him. And you know what? I didn't do the FTC birthday cash app, so we got to do that, y'all. Because shout out to my sister Seven. We did a show with Seven Rain. I don't know if y'all subscribe to her. City Bama salute. I don't know if y'all subscribe to the sis, but do me a favor. Your shots, do me a favor and drop Seven's. Drop her link up in here. Anybody, drop them links for Seven because let me tell you something. This woman right here, she's official tissue. The wisdom that's inside of her, I'm telling you, something, YouTube needs it. Shout out to Miss Miyagi. These women, right? It's the Miss Miyagis, the Russian princesses, the Boris, the Angie babies, the Chilling with Loves. Believe it or not, the Eve James. One thing y'all don't understand, when Eve James is on her shit, oh, she can be brutal. Oh, she can be brutal. Eve James remind me of the Oprah Winfrey of The Color Purple. Shout out to Eve James. The reason why I say that, I say it with all due respect because Eve always said, you know what I'm saying, she don't play no games and she will get up here and fight. And when it comes to YouTube is a big dysfunctional family. And shout out to the Eve James. Shout out to the Melly Mel's. Shout out to the Chilling with Love. Shout out to the Ghostface Keishas. Shout out to any one of the women. Shout out to the Tizzle Tays. Shout out to the Jailers. All the women that had to come up here at one time or another had to shoot your shot to let them know who y'all are. Y'all are respected. I'm telling you. y'all are seriously respected because Eve, I think she gonna take it 3 years in a row. The nigga artist for the most vicious female of the year. Because even Danny Lux, shout out to Danny Lux. Danny's a brutal motherfucker. I think they need to give Danny her own category. Shout out to Harley. Shout out to the sis. She said, if it wasn't for God, these last few months, I would be in jail. You see that? You see that? Got to give thanks. Anybody else got anything they want to give thanks about? Your woman, your wife. Ladies, y'all want to give thanks about your husband, your man. How many of y'all in here still got your parents? Seriously. How many of y'all still got your parents? How many of y'all got one parent? You still got your mother or your father. If you're blessed to have your mother and your father and you're of an age of 40 years plus, 40 years old plus, you are extremely blessed. For some reason, Egypt today, she decided she wanted to eat right now live while I'm going live. She over there going crazy like she a savage. You dig what I'm saying? So shout out to Eve. Egypt. And shout out to my man Jaffe because way to do it for the blue team. But y'all know I don't forget Jaffe. And he do it for the red team. Because this right here is one of my favorite songs too. These two songs between Jaffe, and that's why I say these niggas got to hurry up and get together and get this music. Because this song right here, y'all, is something different. Let's go.
I really don't believe these niggas can fuck with me. My time. Now. Niggas gotta be drunk. They see anything different. Top. Show myself when I get home, then I'ma take the streets. Right. Looking in the mirror, this a better me. Like self-care, I'm making time for me. I know these niggas mad cause they can't fuck with me. Right. Prove me you love you, now you stuck with me. Real. Don't goof around cause it's no luck with me. Show me you love you, now you stuck with me. Real. You know I'm real, can put your trust in me. Try to make them get my vision, I'ma paint it. Move dangerous. Cocaine V is white painted. Move cautious. The niggas call it scared, I call it smart. They too tough. They thought it couldn't happen, now you shot. I talk truth. I jumped off the step. I'm a different stoop. Star Wars gunning the mask. Boy, a different troop. Yeah, picture niggas playing around with Rosa Sun. Have my youngin' light them up, I get you rolled in one. They ain't talking about money, these niggas talking light. Sitting on a brick and a half, I make a move tonight. Yeah, bucket low like I'm a fisherman. No money, I just give her the rod. I'm trying to wheel her in. Yeah, she turn to Mimi when she up there. Love her when I touch there. She can't get enough, oh yeah. I'm the nigga you call when your man bugging. That's right, gon' cry on my shoulders. I know we fucking sound foul, but she been wanting to get a pussy up. And yeah, it's a good enough reason to get a pussy up. Show myself when I get home, then I'ma take the streets. Looking in the mirror, this a better me. Like self-care, I'm making.
My fault, y'all. Shout out to DS1 Ross the Boss and all the visionaries. My favorite YouTube content creator. I make sure people hear that because I was on mute. I say that all the time. This dude here is very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. But when I say disrespectful, it's just like in the hood back in the days. You know, when your man come out with the brand new whip, it's clean. He didn't put that turtle wax on it. Y'all remember what I said? He put that turtle wax on it. Pull up on the motherfucking block, niggas be like, yeah, very disrespectful. Shout out to my man Dan Lowe. Shout out to my man Malcolm Moore from Utica and Prospect, a.k.a. Dan Lowe, the Pioneer. I never forget when Dan pulled up in the Lex. He pulled up in the 9-2 Lex. Ugh. Very disrespectful. And the bug part about it is, it was like a forest mint green, so it looked blue. in the summer, and that shit looked at green in the winter. The shit was disrespectful. My man had him fucked up. They thought he had two Lexus. They thought he had two Lexuses. You know, that's what I mean by disrespectful when I say, quote unquote, DS1 Ross the boss, because he done did some lives, y'all, where he done pulled these shits right out of my mind. Like certain lives I thought wouldn't be interesting. That's why I said I had to find my own lane. Certain lives that I thought wouldn't be interesting is very interesting. It's always going to be somebody with the same interests, especially when it comes to reality. Especially, they say that the man is hard on women. I totally disagree. I say he tries to give hard love to bum-ass BITCHs. Yes, just like over here at the Big Dice Chronicles. At first, they was like, oh, he's hard on women. I love women. I love y'all. I love a woman, especially a woman with some character. You know, some morale. You know, some etiquette, you know. Me, I love a bougie woman. I can't help it. I hate a ghetto chick like this chick, Sexy Red. They done rushed her to the hospital, allegedly, because she fucking with that dog food. Heron, booger sugar. They done rushed this young lady to the fucking hospital, talking about she done almost overdosed. I'm gonna keep it funky. In my opinion only, I said she was a junkie the first time I saw her. I mean, this is my opinion. I said she was a junkie the first time I saw her. A lot of people gonna get mad at what I'm about to say because she running around with another junkie, Kodak Black. He's another junkie. People fail to realize we have had friends that we still cared about deeply. When we was getting money, niggas was walking up buying trays and 2 for $5s. When we was getting money, our friends that was cool with us was walking up saying, yo, son, let me get 3 of them dimes for $22. Only got $22, son. Remember, we was in IS 390. Remember, man, I remember Dyson, we used to be playing ball. I had I've had conversations with dudes the same age of me that could have took the same way I took, but thank God I didn't take the way they took. Do you know how embarrassed or how embarrassing it is at one particular time of my life where I may have had something of a narcotic pleasure to people in the streets, where friends of mine that went to school with me, played ball with me, walked up on me, and because they remembered when we was in junior high school and public school, they remembered the rapport we had. They felt comfortable to me saying, yo, I got like $23. Can I get 3 dimes? See, it was an embarrassing moment. It was topsy-turvy because, number one, it was embarrassing because somebody that was in my class or went to school with me is now addicted. But see, it's a topsy-turvy because someone they went to school with is also addicted. See, I'm addicted to the rush. They was addicted to the high. I learned to differentiate. That's what I'm giving thanks for today. Do y'all know how long it took for me to say, fuck them streets? The streets is over. I'm so proud to say that shit now because I was lying to y'all. My closest friends know. When I first came on YouTube, y'all do not know nothing of nothing. You heard what I said, FTC? Shout out to my man, Dog Soldier. Shout out to Hank McCoy. Shout out to my bro, Tube Chronicles. When I first came on YouTube, the greatest part of it is because I'm going to use the terminology the devil. They say the greatest thing the devil ever did was convince the world he didn't exist. When I first came on YouTube, I give thanks about this because I see that shit almost, YouTube is so therapeutic. It helped me recognize more unofficial characteristics. If this is making sense. Coming up in the street, you may see somebody that you don't know that may portray to be something that he or she is not. And if you're not who you are and who you stand on law as, that impersonation could destroy your outcome. But see, I always stood on who I was. So certain impersonations, you can't act like no gangster in front of me, especially when it comes to disrespect. Because like when we was coming up, Sheep, remember we said we had to check a nigga temperature. Oh, that nigga tough, because I was the nigga that loved to fight the bullies. I was the bully fighter, if that makes sense. Because like I said, I've always been intelligent. Me and my friends were always cool with education, as opposed to the education that I had to learn in the street. We was always cool with going to school, but some of my friends wasn't raised by certain people that I was raised by. So certain things that was put inside of me, you dig what I'm saying? I gotta respect it. Like my grandmother and grandfather. I start with them because they created my mother. Real true facts. My grandmother and my grandfather. I mean, people be talking about God and if God loves me. I know God loves me because of these people right here. I've always said that because God created these people to create this woman that had part in creating me. So the love that was shared from all of them people, it's only going to come out of me. But I noticed when I first got on YouTube, I'll give you some reasons why I give thanks. When I first got on YouTube, I didn't understand that when you get on YouTube, there's a bunch of impersonations. And I used to be like, that nigga's a fraud. That nigga's a fraud. And then them niggas be like, oh, that nigga's a sucker. Well, that nigga's a fraud. Talking about me. But the reason why I said to myself, I laugh because certain shit I am a fraud about. Because number one, when I first got on YouTube, I wasn't the one to come up here and be like, yo, I will do something to you. Because I really will. Excuse me. There was a time when I would do something to you. Because I really would. But now, see, this was the last part of the therapy that I needed. It's real facts. Give thanks for anything you want to give thanks. I'm telling you what I'm giving thanks for. This is the last part of the therapy that I needed. Because I don't know if y'all remember when I first started working at my job, there was an individual that said some of the craziest things, made some of the craziest gestures towards me. And I prayed on it. I made the actual decision for the first time to say, you know what? That's sucker shit. Don't even feed into it. Let God handle it. And that dude is not at the job no more. Now, see, that day when he may have said something that may have upset me, I could have grabbed him by his nose and headbutted him and bit his face off. Easy shit. That's easy. Grab the nigga out. Boom, 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 boom. The hardest part of that shit was accepting the disrespect and containing my emotions, putting something in my head to make me say, quote unquote, you to be less of a man to feed into this dude, because like I told y'all, it's a lot of people that impersonate themselves as other people. There's nothing wrong with liking somebody's style. It's nothing wrong with understanding or saying, damn, I like the fact that nigga a gangster. I like the fact that nigga's a hardworking man. But it's a choice you got to make because there's certain dudes that you just can't play with. When it came to this thing, this tube of communication, I was totally unaware about how it was cool to just get up on a YouTube and be like, fuck that nigga. No, fuck that bitch. Yo. I ain't understand that shit. And me having to learn who to be around, because this YouTube shit is just like the world. My grandfather always told me, if you show me your company, you show me who you are. Shout out to China Brim. That's going to always be the bro. That's always going to be the family. Shout out to Wax AP. When it comes to people I be around, because there's sides of me that are very, very animalistic. But I keep them under control. But then look at the sheep stay sleeps. Look at the Hank McCoys. Look at the Dog Soldiers. Look at the Zeke Blacks. See, a lot of y'all don't understand when I say Zeke Black is the elder. He's the godfather. We the same age. But when it comes to this YouTube, he's much, much, much of an elder. Shout out to 050. When it comes to that whole conglomerate, Harlem Legend, Platinum Shine, Zeke Black, Corey King, and the head honcho, China Brim. When it comes to that conglomerate, they got a motherfucking platform that's incredible. Like they say, China is one of the most hated on YouTube. And if you really knew the nigga in real life, he's one of the most loved. See? His joking side of him, his sarcastic side is some Brooklyn shit. He can't help that. He's always going to do that. And then when it comes to, like they say, yo, why he talking about certain things? We just, when it comes to us, let me tell you something about a nigga from Brooklyn. If you betrayed yourself to be a certain way for so long, and then you don't be that way, it's something to talk about. 050 the movement, you got to pay attention. China went from having 20 people in the chat to 2,000 in the chat. Or for straight up controversial topics. The most infamous one that got him popping was the infamous Jim Jones paperwork party. Then you got people saying, oh man, that nigga fucked up because he put out fake paperwork. He told you the shit was fake. Jim and them people is the one that told him to put it out. It was actually a marketing tool because Jim was dropping an album. But it propelled him to the fact of where he is today. Shout out to Miss Miyagi. If you pay attention, China be trying to smooth to the other side. But y'all with this crazy shit, y'all got to do it. I watch it. I ain't going to front. I watch it. But I had to find out what was good for me. Oh, Lord, we got Chuck. Yo, what's happening, man? Happy Turkey Day, man. We got Artist Morris in the building, Mr. YouTube Awards, and that 3rd annual award is coming up. I can't wait. And he got the R&B hip-hop coming up with Tierra. Word up. One thing you will say about artists. Artists is going, you know what artist is? Artist is the, like, you know what? From now on, I'm going to call artists the hustle man. Artist is the nigga in the summer. They got the white tees, the socks, the sweat rags, the batteries. And he the nigga in the winter, they got the thermals, the knitted hats, the earmuffs, the hand and body warmers, because he a hustler. And when it come to artists, this nigga in the light side, artists gonna give you a show, whether you like it or not. So shout out to the light side, man. But you know what I give thanks about? I almost lost myself on YouTube. What I mean by almost lost myself, some of the things that happened on YouTube, I almost really took offense to. Y'all don't even remember this. I told y'all I was on YouTube like 9 months, had a light stroke. Had a fucking light stroke. And I blamed it on YouTube. But it wasn't YouTube. See, this was God was telling me, my temperament. I noticed when I started breeding pit bulls, when I take them to the vet, before I get rid of them, like the first 6 weeks, so they get their shots at 6 weeks, they always ask you this question. So if you're into breeding dogs, or if you want to buy a dog, make sure you always ask the dog breeder that you're dealing with this question. Say, was it given its temperament shots? I've always done that. When it came to my puppies, if I'm selling the dogs, I'm going to give them the temperament shot, because the temperament shot is a medication that's in their body that's going to keep them at a calmer degree than they would. When it came to my dogs, like Egypt, nah. When it comes to my dogs that I had here protecting me, nah, I don't do no temperaments with them. They're going to be the raw, aggressive animal that they are. Because they're here for protection. They're not here for play. But God showed me through YouTube that everything ain't as serious as people put it to be. It's as serious as you make it. Like I told you, if I tell somebody on YouTube, SMD, they're going to do a live and say, Dice, SMD. But if I pick one of the Caucasian people off of YouTube and then I do a live and say, Caucasian person, SMD, that person is never going to respond to me. That person is not going to allow me to come in the chat and say, did you see the video I did on you when I was saying SMD? The minute you come to that person's chat, they're going to take it upon themselves to block you out. Because we're the only group of people that when we disrespect each other or may say something disrespectful, we're the only group of people that take it seriously to the fact that we want to kill somebody or somebody may want to kill us because of our pride and our ego. But when it comes to other races, walk up on a Chinese man and be like, SMD. That nigga's going to look at you like you're crazy. Shout out to all my Hispanic people. You walk up on a Hispanic person with that crazy shit, SMD, he look at you and say, hey, wait, Bobby, why you say that to me? What I do to you, I think you're my friend. You're my friend. It's only us. See, God showed me something that the streets couldn't show me. YouTube showed me this. I give thanks for this. I was the first one that was overreactive to anything that I saw that seemed threatening in the streets. YouTube showed me that shit is for fucking birds. Sometimes if you know they shooting down the block, don't walk down the block. If you know they shooting down the block, don't walk down the block. What I mean by that is if they cursing on that platform, that don't mean you got to be on that platform.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Facts. So I give thanks for the therapy that I ain't have to pay. Well, then again, I did pay for it because the StreamYard is $25 a month. Anybody got anything that they want to give thanks about? We got a new year coming up. And then I wanted to talk about this subject too right quick. That's why I be telling niggas the streets is over. Go get yourself a goddamn job. This internet shit is fucking people minds up, making them say things that they don't really believe. I know I done heard niggas up here saying, well, fuck that shit. I kill me a nigga and go to jail for the rest of my life. I'm 100% real. That's not real. Nope. That's ignorance. I would say stupidity, but ignorance and stupidity is two different things. Stupid is to go up on your roof and just jump off the goddamn roof. Ignorant is to go up in a precinct thinking that you could beat every police officer that you can see by yourself. There's a big difference. And unfortunately, I remember I did a show on this. Shout out to Blue Boy. I'm not shouting him out because I'm praising him. I'm saying shouting him out because, like they said, he has a GoFundMe now. He's trying to get some people, quote unquote, to hold him down with his incarceration. If you notice, if you don't know who Blue Boy is, he was the man that they said was responsible for killing Larry Davis. He just came home from doing 39 years in prison, and now he's back in prison again on an attempted murder charge. If I'm not mistaken, he was convicted and served with 12 years. He copped out. So 39 on the 12. $39 on the 10 is 49. 53 years in motherfucking jail for the same attitude. Yeah, I saw him. Shout out to Zip with the Drip, Zip Show to Show. I don't think people really pay attention to the reality of mental illness that's all around us every day. We grew up with murderers, thieves, people that committed heinous acts and went on with their lives like nothing ever existed. Y'all know that shit affected us too, right? Because when we were around niggas that was known as killed niggas, that shit always had you on point. Like, you know that nigga killed that nigga. That nigga might flip out and try to kill one of us, your son. If the nigga make a funny move, I'm gonna grab the nigga. Y'all ain't never had these conversations with one of your mans that you trusted more than the nigga that you was around that was in your team, but he was a killer? Is that just me? If y'all ever had a conversation like that with one of your mans, let me see some dice cubes. Like, y'all ain't never had that conversation? It ain't never been like 5 of y'all, or you know 2 of you niggas is murderers. And then 2 of you niggas is still playing Nintendo. Only thing y'all niggas ever killed was King Koopa on Super Mario Brothers. But these niggas done killed niggas for real, and unfortunately, they live in your neighborhood, and they chose you to be friends with them, and you didn't know that they were killers. But you start talking to that dude that you know, you be at his mom's crib, he be at your mom's crib. You know him and your mom's is cool. You start saying, well, if the nigga do this, you know I'm gonna grab that nigga, right? You never had that conversation? You tell your man, well, you know I'll be having my knife on me, son. If that nigga move, I'm gonna stab him, see? That's another reason why I know I am not the same when it comes to certain things. That's why the same things should not ignite me. The shit that get another nigga mad should not get me mad. For the things that I've overcame, some of us really been through some shit. We still here. I never thought I would see 52 years old. I never thought I would see 21 years old. I damn sure ain't never thought I would. I ain't see. That's another thing. I wasn't even prepared to live past 21, so I never had the vision to see past 21. See, my before 21, it was dark for me in my mind. Like, I ain't gonna live. And that shit fucked up. Like, thank God, some people grow up saying they know what they're gonna do when they're 25. They know what they're gonna do when they're 30. Dog, salute. When I was coming up, I didn't think I was going to get past 21. And then when I got to 21, I still had a cloud on me because I said, well, you know what? I'm going to get killed before 25. Because in the hood, you know, it's 3 numbers, 18. He ain't going to make it to 18. Well, he made it to 18. 21. That motherfucker smooth. He got to 21 now. That motherfucker smooth. Remember that shit? They be like, that nigga there smooth now. But then them old timers be like, the way he moving, he ain't gonna make it to see 25. See, I got past all that. See, I keep trying to tell people, that's why I think a little bit of my life was altered, because I never thought about seeing 21. I never even thought about seeing my child be born. When my baby moms got pregnant, when I found out I was having my son, I know this is crazy, but this is the curse of the street. Only the the official, if you understand what I'm saying, put the dice cubes up. When we was coming up, usually when a nigga get killed, when a nigga about to have a baby, he go to jail or he gonna die. Put the dice, put up the hearts if y'all understand. If yo, listen to me. When we was coming up, in the 80s and the 90s, I'm talking about 86, 87, 88, 89. Like them some very, very detrimental years when it come to some of us that was really outside. I don't know about the niggas that said they was outside, but they was on their stoop. You know, their moms told them, if you go off that stoop, I'm gonna bust your ass. See, my mom's told me the same shit. If you move from in front of this block, I ain't give a fuck. See, it was a difference. My mom's told me, if you ain't on this block when I stick my head out this window, I'm gonna bust your ass when you come home. I ain't give a fuck about none of that. Omni, salute. See, I knew I was gonna get my ass bust. I ain't care about none of that. A lot of niggas, when their moms told them, if you ain't on that stoop, I'm going to kill you, motherfuckers didn't even want to get off the top step. We are not the same. So why would I act the same? That's what I give thanks for, knowing the difference of fraudulence and reality, knowing the difference between official and, in the words of China Brim, a cocksucker. Because a lot of you cocksuckers on YouTube, too. It's a lot of cocksuckers on YouTube. I mean, whew, cock mouth sandwiches. I mean, when are we ever going to say, yo, that's wrong? When are we ever going to tell our people, yo, boy, you're moving like a wacky right now? Why them young boys say you're moving kind of wacky? Like, we don't do it in the open, but we do it in the background. Like, boy, you moving kind of wacky, boy. You know, I can't really deal with that shit. You know, that shit kind of like making me look at you different. Especially when niggas is at motherfucking age. Especially when niggas of motherfucking age. And I give thanks for the supporters. I give thanks for the great friends that I've got on YouTube. Behind the Bar says there's no friends on YouTube. I'm here to tell you that's pure lies. It's pure lies. That's pure. I'm telling y'all right now, that's pure lies. Shout out to the Russian princess. Shout out to Bori. Shout out to Angie, baby. They're friends. Shout out to Dog, Hank, FTC Vice, my nigga City Bama. We're friends. Shout out to Shots, King Craigo. We're really friends. Ups and downs. It don't make no difference. But it's a lot of niggas that come on YouTube that don't come sincerely, genuine, to a bond and a friendship and a brotherhood. I learned that too on YouTube. It's going to be a bunch of cats, quote unquote, that's going to try to magnetize themselves to you because of your glow. China taught me that a long time. He was like, boy, you fucking with the wrong thing, nigga. You keep playing, jumping up on these motherfucking platforms like you motherfucking Ronald McDonald, nigga. And you're going to be content. Shout out to Wax AP. He was like, yo, boy, if you want to go, we on go time. I'm telling you right now, if a nigga do a video, if you don't clap back within 30 minutes, you done. See, all this great informative information I got taught by the elders of YouTube, just let me know how to move a little differently. Number one, I ain't got no problems. There's two niggas on YouTube. If I ever bump into y'all, I'm going to violate y'all. I'm not even going to say your names. That's how real it is. Two niggas. If I ever bump into y'all, I'm a yo, or y'all going to violate me. And I ain't no tough guy. I ain't no tough guy. But it's two niggas. If I ever bump into you niggas, I'm going to violate you. I'm telling you, if you ever see me anywhere, don't talk to me. Don't be like, yo, Dice, that shit was YouTube. I'm telling you, put your shit up, grab something, pull your joint out, whatever you feel as though you got to do to win, because I'm going to violate you. And I promise that. Certain shit I'm never going to forget and certain shit I don't play with. But besides that, I ain't got no problems with nobody on YouTube. And if I damn sure I ain't got that shit in my heart to be like, yo, getting up on stage. I remember that shit had me so hooked. The minute I heard somebody say something, I put up, they was like, yo, he did a video on you. Like, don't. You turn into motherfucking Sylvester Stallone. That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life within myself. I'm not talking about nobody else. That shit would enrage me to the fact where, quote unquote, I would just want to just do a live. And then that shit would just pull this energy inside of me that was just wicked. Because I knew people was pulling up to see the shit. Then I got the team with me. The team don't know what I'm gonna do. And that shit, I noticed that shit manifested a wicked ass energy. And then I started asking God, where's this shit coming from? Willie Lump, I see you in the building, man. Chi-Town. Tell y'all what I give thanks for. I give thanks for recognizing I'm official. I give thanks for knowing that back in the days, niggas ain't gonna really be talking like that. If it's really a problem, niggas gonna really get to the get. Like, I'm really from that era. Oh, the nigga was running his mouth. Let's go to his block. But then I'm a grown up. I'm a man now. I'm not fucking 19 years old. I'm not 22 years old. I'm not 23. I'm 52 years old. I see the ignorance that I displayed in some of the young boys that I see now with the job. Some of the young boys I see now in the street. I got to my age for a reason, and I'm going to embrace this. A lot of niggas my age is caught up in their second childhood, and they want to be running around with niggas and running around with these broads and acting like niggas is weirdos. I'm telling you, if you're a nigga 50 plus years old trying to be in a club and all that bullshit, he a weirdo, man. The nigga a weirdo, man. Niggas is fucking weirdos, man. Niggas is child molesters. Niggas is purposely going to spots where they know a bunch of kids is going to be. Niggas be thinking like they say, just because a motherfucker is 18 years old, they're considered as adult. Or just because a woman is 21 years old, she considered as adult. No, she's not. No, she's not. Not to a fucking grown-ass man. Not to a 40 or 50-year-old man. That shit is sick shit. That shit is pedophilic shit. Like, that shit is real. Like, what could an 18-year-old honestly intrigue about a grown man? What could a 21-year-old honestly intrigue about? It's nothing that an 18 or a 21 or a 25, it's nothing. It's nothing that can intrigue a young man unless a nigga trying to stay young, trying to stay in the loop, trying to walk around with some trophy shit, or there is that 1% of an OG that may have got his heart broke. May have got complacent in being alone. You know, it's like some Grizzly Adams shit. Remember, the nigga just all he needed was his motherfucking bear in his cabin. Well, it's some OGs. All they need is a motherfucking pit bull and a spliff. They don't need no fucking companionship when it comes to females, because the heartbreak that comes with that shit. You dig? But a nigga will go get a motherfucking pit bull because of the loyalty. Because when you get to a certain age, if you really grew up, the physical part of the motherfucking relationship should no longer be the consistency of your brain. It should be about how a motherfucker appreciates you, how a motherfucker treats you. So then an OG, check this out. It might be a young girl. It might be 23, might be 24, might be 25. But check this out. This is the curveball to it. The young girl might have had the first nigga that tricked her at 18 and she got a 4 or 5-year-old. Then she could have got with the next nigga, and he could have gave her a kid, but the only reason why he was fucking with her because he was caught up in his second child and he broke. So now she got 2 children. This is no longer a 23-year-old. This is a goddamn woman. So the OG, because of the heart he has, because some of us love hard. Some niggas love with a degree. Some of us don't know how to put a topping on how we care about our friends and the ones we love about. So when you get them two together, now check this out. You got the OG that was betrayed or hurt. Then you got the young chick. She's a gangster. She was betrayed or she was hurt. And then these two come together and then they build a conversation about the things that she went through, quote unquote, and how she was tricked and how she was naive to certain things. And then he gets to the fact of showing her certain things and certain ways to maneuver now. See, the appreciation level turns into a bond that's much more deeper than sex. So when them two get together, rest in peace to Calvin Klein, like the Calvin Kleins and the Tawanas. Them combinations people like respect. But a nigga 40, 50 years old talking about, yo, I met this little shorty. How old she is? She 19. Yo, them niggas is weirdos, yo. And Jaffe always said this shit, y'all, but y'all better listen to him.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds be cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a guap lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes, like was that smart? Now they uploading their clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like, high from who? Bound to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told.
Yo, shout out to my OG Dello. If y'all ain't see the DCEP live I did, he just texted me for the holidays. Shout out to Lee. Rest in peace to Barrage, man. Shout out to Sai. Shout out to Fat Boy. Rest in peace, Rum, you know. I give thanks for all my friends, too. You know what? I started thinking about a lot of things with my friends that passed away. And some of my friends that were killed. At first, when they left here, I was furious, ready to retaliate. But now, you know what? I give thanks. Because of certain things they didn't have to go through, like COVID. Boy, I'm so glad my grandparents and my mother and father were not physically alive to go through that. That shit would have destroyed them. Destroyed them. And then a lot of my OGs, like the Demencios and them, it's like I'm so glad that they're not here to see how niggas just turned. Like how niggas just lost their whole code of ethnic, their whole code of integrity. How niggas just started selling their souls for the bag. Like, I remember when we was coming up, we was more respected dead broke for being official than having a bag and being a bitch ass nigga. If y'all can relate, put the dice cubes in the chat. When we was coming up, niggas, oh, that nigga, so what, he ain't got no money, that nigga official. He ain't gonna let nothing happen to that nigga, man, that nigga official. And then you would hear about the nigga, oh, that nigga got, he got, so what, that nigga still pussy. See, when niggas was saying that back in the days, that nigga got 300, 400,000. So what? That nigga still pussy. It wasn't that niggas was talking about the nigga couldn't fight. Because if a nigga got 300,000, 400,000, he doing something right, and there's something dangerous about him. Even if he ain't gonna make the move, he got that paper to have that move made. As you dig, that money will get niggas fixed. But niggas was saying niggas was pussy because of the way they switched. Like if you was on the floor with me playing Skelly, if you was on Prospect and Utica with me playing stickball in front of my grandfather and Pastor Moore, like if you was on a block when we bought our BMXs and we were seeing how long we could wheelie a block, we can't switch up now. We can't switch up now. That shit is crazy. Dog say, yo, we are survivors of the jungle, better known the hood. That shit is crazy now. There's a story about, they said a guy in the Bronx who just got shot up the other day. in a Lamborghini. Tribe, I see you in the building. Happy Thanksgiving, beloved. Let me tell y'all something. Some of you niggas better get out that nigga syndrome. Because if you're living in the projects, you don't need a Lamborghini. You need a house. Certain places like Brooklyn, New York City, Chicago, certain spots even in Los Angeles, these are not places for you to enjoy yourself in neighborhoods where people are suffering and they starving and poverty is fucking at a high. You can't just be doing shit like that in people's faces because a lot of you motherfuckers be knowing what y'all doing. You see what Dog said. It wasn't even nothing in the hood to fuel the fire of hope for us, man. You driving a $112,000 car. See, people ain't looking at the fact that you may have a dumbass $900 a month payment. They looking at the fact that you in the fucking hood trying to act like you better than niggas. And if you driving a motherfucking Lamborghini, what's in your pockets, nickel? There's nothing wrong with enjoying the fruits of labor, of your life, of your hard work. But I'm telling you this right now, the first thing you need to do is get out of a neighborhood, quote unquote, where people are envious. I didn't think that envy was more powerful than jealousy, but envy to me now is more powerful than jealousy. The reason why I say that envy is more powerful than jealousy, because jealousy comes from afar. You can see a nigga drive past you in the Benz. Oh, fuck that nigga. He ain't got no guy. So what? He got that fucking Benz. So what? He's still ugly. But envy, that shit comes from in your circle. I never understood that shit when I was younger. That jealousy shit, I'm cool with that. But envy, that's a motherfucker that you love, that is upset because you might be doing one thing in their eyes that is better than them. Now, pay attention. You could be struggling, but in their eyes, you're not. So it's a problem. See, when a motherfucker got a problem with you just because of your prosperity, that's dangerous. Motherfuckers is just still holding on to negative energy. It's very, very dangerous, man. Motherfucker don't happy. He's not happy that you propelling. Get that motherfucker away from you. See, this is what I give thanks for. I know the difference between a motherfucking mule and a snake. I've been told y'all a story about the snake. I know the difference between a mule and a snake. See, a mule is going to go wherever it's fed. But a snake will go where it's never wanted. Purposely. Ain't that some deep shit? See, a mule just wants to be fed. But a snake will always go where it's not wanted.
The streets ain't never loved me. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried. Tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly. My phone, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to throw me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. GD. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in a hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture. I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these.
Back to Blue Boy. You heard what he just said? I did that on purpose. I got locked up, and you ain't sent me shit. And you supposed to be my nigga. Blue Boy sent out a video saying that certain people that he stood 10 toes for are now have turned their backs on him. When Blue Boy came home, the popularity of his name, of him just doing 39 years old, unfortunately, with the name of the person that killed Mr. Larry Davis. The streets automatically embraced him. Did they embrace him because of his intelligence? No. They embraced him because of hood legend documents and receipts on his name. To some. Some people cried when Larry Davis died. Some people were outraged because this was a war and a black man was killed. So it turned into a race war because they felt as though, check this out now, they felt as though that this was somehow some type of arrangement through the police and the parole hearing board that if Mr. Blue Boy assassinated Larry Davis, he would be given an early release on life. Ironically, right after he killed Larry Davis, he was granted parole. Now pay attention. He's on life and for murder and killed someone in jail again. But he was automatically given parole. From that second on, I'm one of the people that saw a couple of his introduction videos to the streets, and I said he needs to go to Puerto Rico, enjoy his family, because he's of an older age now. Not taking nothing away from his energy or his heart, because a lot of people have heart. But unfortunately, a lot of us don't use our brains. A lot of us are go-getters, hitters, whatever you want to call it, but sometimes you have to use your brain. So now he was working for Big Baby, the retired Boston Celtics weed dispensary store, doing security. A man of his stature, I feel as though they had him in that store for more than one reason. They had him in that store because just because of his name being there, how people would come to the store to patronize the store, because this is where the notorious Blue Boy, Louis Rosario, is employed. You got people coming up, getting interviews. They taking pictures with him. They want to hear his story. But then a 25-year-old man, some say a young boy. I'm not going to say young boy because at 25, I was a fucking man. 25-year-old man comes in the store one day, a gunfight erupts. The young man is shot, fighting for his life. Fortunately, he survived. Mr. Blue Boy was arrested. He's convicted of 12 years. And now he's saying, pay attention to this street shit, that the niggas that he bust his gun for has turned their back on him. Now, did he bust his gun for the owners of the store? I want everybody to answer this question that's in here right now. Did he bust his gun for the owners of the store? Or did he bust his gun because of the reputation that followed him that somebody came and tried him for? It's just like back in the days in the Western. If a motherfucker was known to have a fastest gun, then a nigga that thought he had the fastest gun, these motherfuckers would travel from town to town and call these niggas out. Oh, you see a gun faster than mine? Check this out. Meet me tomorrow at 12 noon. You know, we busting our gun to the death. Now, everybody in here, did he bust his gun for his employer? Because he was a security guard. Now, pay attention to this trick question. He ain't even supposed to have a gun. See, everybody want to talk about him asking for some money. I don't think everybody's really paying attention to what it is to being solid. Number one, he wasn't supposed to have a gun. Number two, as a man, he was supposed to understand, because of his name, what type of crowd that would bring to him. It's always going to be somebody that want to try him. Might be a Crip, might be a Blood, might be a Latin, it might be anybody. Now, is Big Baby and his weed dispensary pose to risk everything involved with them, because now, check this out, if they start to send money to him while he's in jail, in the eyes of the public, they're supporting someone that killed a person that came to patronize their store. Now, hold on. Dog Soldier said allegedly he took the gun from the perpetrator. I don't believe it. Because he copped out too fast, dog. He copped out too fast, dog. Just my opinion. If I take a gun from a nigga trying to hurt me and let it go, boom, that's on tape. The struggle, all that's on tape. The bah! Allegedly. He copped out too fast, dog. But let's get back to Big Baby Glenn Davis. Is he wrong for turning his back on him? Should he send him that money? Like I said, now, if he sends him a dime, this is in the eyes of the judicial system and the world, he's supporting them. Think about that. He copped out too fast, dog. If a nigga pull a gun on you, dog, and you disarm him and you clap that nigga, call the police. What's the name of that place, dog? You hooked up with the insurance? Put it in the chat for them, dog. If a man try to shoot any one of y'all disarm him, and he still come. Now check this out. Now hold on. Pay attention. This way it gets tricky. If you disarm somebody and they come towards you again, that's totally different as opposed to you disarming somebody and they running away from you. Don't let that go over your head. Like Dog said, make sure you get down with the USCCA. Big Baby just came home, like Shot said, from his tampering with the motherfucking illegal medicine ring they ran. These niggas was doing an insurance fraud on the NBA. That's why them niggas turn their backs on them, because they already hot. That's why. My opinion. Fair YouTube, my opinion. Because them niggas say, yo, we told this nigga what we was doing. Fuck is this nigga in there busting niggas for, son? That's more things that I give thanks for. Because that shit that's sitting on y'all head, it's something up in here called a brain. And you don't have to be Einstein. You don't have to be Martin Luther King. You don't have to be Malcolm X. You don't have to be Gandhi. You don't have to be Frederick Douglass to know the difference between right and wrong. Give thanks for that. Everybody in here that got somebody to give thanks for, man. Give thanks for your children. Give thanks for your spouse. Give thanks for your family members. Give thanks for your brothers and them. You know, you got certain times to do things, but you never know how much time you got. Divine, I see you. She said, Shalom, blessings, Big Dice Chronicles, Team Guardian from Chicago. I hope everyone is well and safe. I've been watching from the bushes for a little while. Appreciate you. Shot said, yo, we got to link up with that USCC 8 for sure. Because first of all, I did a show on self-defense and how that still led a man to a year in prison. But thank God, like Dog Soldier said, of the USCCA, that man was totally covered. Like I said, we can set it up with Dog can do a show because that's Dog Diddy Bop. I can't take his vibe on that one, y'all. Y'all got to get over there and subscribe to Dog Soldier. Shout out to Holly. I see you in the building. I appreciate you. Word up. We got to get that right. Shout out to Dog Soldier. Shout out to Hank McCoy too, man. Shout out to Hank McCoy too, man. FTC Vice is in the building. He said he going to pop up one day on the show and get it right. Because he got some game for y'all. Miss Annette, I see you in the building. Happy Thanksgiving to you, girl. Happy Thanksgiving to you. We just sitting up here talking about some things. If anybody got some things that they want to give thanks about, you can pull up on the stage or you can type it in the chat. I'll make sure, you know what I'm saying, that is actually given. Like anything you want to give thanks about. Put it in the chat, man. For real. Put that shit in the chat because this is a day of giving thanks. I'm giving thanks about things, quote unquote, that I learned to understand that. I've really learned to understand things now. Shout out to everybody that stuck through me with my ignorance sometimes on YouTube. I give thanks to that. I give thanks, matter of fact, to the subscribers and to my members. Oh, man. Woo. I give so much thanks to y'all, to my subscribers, to the ones that don't even type in the chat, to the ones that just making sure they holding me down, to the people that's be sharing my I mean, it's just so deep. I can't tell y'all how much I thank y'all for that. Like, seriously. All jokes aside. People take their time out to hold me down, come and participate, because that's the only thing that doesn't have a price on me is time. Price of time is still not to be measured. Devon said, I'm going back to watching from the bushes. I got to make a few more calls and then I'll return to the chat. Like I said, man, if anybody got anything they want to give thanks about, talk about it before I get out of here, man. Word up. But I know one thing. Y'all going to have, it's going to be, y'all know who house to go to, right? Y'all know who got that fucked up motherfucking Thanksgiving food. And you know who got that fire. Like they say down there in Georgia, that fire. Because some of y'all can't cook. Some of y'all can't cook. I know it. You see what Annette said? That same thing I said. I give thanks to God because I woke up. And do you know what? No, let me tell you something else. Everybody in here, do me a favor, type, I give God thanks for my mental. For my mental. And my growth. We was talking about that earlier too. YouTube is all therapeutic. But that mental, that mind we got, because my grandmother was a nurse. And in Brooklyn, if you know anything about Kings County Hospital, there's a mental facility called the G Building. Once you lose your mind, just like, I don't know, I'm trying to remember the guy's name. Shout out to my man, L Famous, y'all. If y'all not subscribed to L Famous for president, somebody drop it in the link. He did a show the other day. I can't remember the young man's name. I did a show on it about the young man that was choked out by the Marine on the train. He was choked out for over 6 minutes. For over 6 minutes. I was watching a show by L Famous, and he was talking about how the young man was on a train. Like, we've all been on a train in Brooklyn, New York, or we've all been somewhere on a train or in the public where there's been a person that we've seen with mental problems. Hollering, screaming. We've all seen that. Unfortunately, this is something that's normal. And now that the case is going on, they said that it was a homeless man And then the Marine, chilling with love, that's you? Why you ain't got no damn wrench? I'll make sure. Why you fucking with my homegirl, man? Let me make sure this is her. This is a Mar. Oh, no, that's her. Oh, she ain't got no wrench. Fuck, I got you. Yeah, because I don't know. She switched up on me. Shout out to Chilling with Love. Happy Thanksgiving to you. I just don't be having, I don't play with people's names. I had to go make sure that was her. You dig what I'm saying? I ain't with that goofy shit. But they were saying that the young man, oh, she said the new page, she said her page is gone. Don't worry, sis, you got it. You see, I be running around. Like I said, this on the first, I'm breaking out again for 2 weeks, y'all. They going back to Georgia. They said they need my assistance down there. We going to rock and roll. So I know you got it, sis. Don't worry about it. Annette said, it's a sad situation. Now, see, she's from Harlem, so she can relate to what I'm getting ready to say. She said it's a sad situation. He used to dress up like Michael Jackson and perform. That man did not have to go that far. Now, check this out. I heard one of the Harlem historians saying that, unfortunately, that young man had snapped years prior to that. It was an unfortunate killing where a young lady from East Harlem was found in a suitcase cut up and thrown in the Bronx River. And that turned out to be his mother. That turned out to be his mother. They said he snapped from that situation. People said he had his moments, but he was a loving person. The only thing that I had to say, shout out to L Famous with the brother that he had on his show that they broke down, is they didn't give him first-degree murder. I got to get it, Holly. God got a plan for me. And shout out to Lola Montana. Shout out to Lola Montana. She does readings. She said she was going to do my reading. Let me tell y'all something. Shout out to Lola Montana. She said to me a few months ago, right here in this chat, she said, Dice, I'm going to do your reading, but I just came here to tell you something. She said, you about to get a bag, nigga. On my mama. Her name is Lola Montana. Shout out Black to the P. That's his lady. She came in here and said, yo, Dice, watch them motherfuckers around you. Don't let them throw you off your dean. I done saw it. You about to get the bag. Shout out to Lola Montana, y'all. Everything she's told me over the past few months have came to light. Everything about the snakes. I'm telling y'all something, this chick is not lying. Everything she said came to light. But when you got God, y'all, woo, that's why that song by Waiter, I'm telling you that shit, I listen to that song every day. God got a plan for me, y'all. You see what Miss Annette said? She said that the young man, so shout out to the Harlem historian, shout out to L Famous. Make sure y'all get over there and see it's a 6-minute short. The young man, moms, unfortunately was killed in a horrific way. Man used to be performing in the street trying to get a little money. So you pay attention to this. If anybody is diagnosed to be mentally disturbed and they're put on the medication, we've all had family members and friends that you know how they act when they're not on their meds. He choked that man all the way to the J Street Borough Hall. He choked that man for an additional 5.5 minutes because when they got to J Street Borough Hall, everybody ran off the train. First of all, this is a trained Marine. A trained Marine that was taught by the government how to administrate a chokehold that could take your life. Now, see, this is what he's supposed to be fighting right now. And he's supposed to go reckless endangerment, negligent homicide. See, they gave him the wrong charge. That's why he beat it. And that's why I'm so upset, man. I'm like, did they do that on purpose? Did they charge him with first-degree murder? Because technically that was the wrong offense to charge him with. Now, if you'd have charged him with negligent homicide, manslaughter. Then he would have got rocked, because negligent homicide means even though you know what you were trained to do, you know you were in the Marines, you know you were trained that could possibly take somebody's life, you chose to put that to the side and administrate a chokehold that was taught to you in combat. Then there was another man on the train that came to him and said, I have his hands. Stop choking him. Man had his hands. He told me, say, yo, let him go. Annette said, God protected me and walked me out of some crazy situations back in the days. I swear he has with me. She said that man had no business choking him like he knew how to kill somebody. That's why I'm upset, y'all. You see what Annette said? Exactly, Dice. They knew what he was doing from the start. That's why he wasn't arrested right away. See, that's fucked up. Because his family members and all that, they upset. They upset. Because I wouldn't care if he was blue, green, turtle shaped. That nigga belong in jail. That man belongs in jail. See, I give thanks about God not putting me in certain situations, because let me tell you something. When we was riding the trains back in the days, we'd have stomped that nigga face in. If we'd have seen that man administrating a chokehold with a leg grip to the fact where he was in a paralyzed position, extending back, where that man's eyes was rolling, man, my mans would have stomped that nigga face in, y'all. And if it had been to the fact now, well, we'd have been out somewhere. Me and a few of my compadres of our age and mannerisms now, it might have gotten more severe than a nigga getting stomped out, because you sitting there right there telling me you don't care nothing about him because he's black. You see what Annette said? When the fuck is we going to ever say? So this is a question right here. When we going to say is enough is enough? Now, see, the revolution is not going to be televised. You heard Annette said, oh, he'd have definitely got jumped, even cut. That's a fact. He might have took a little leg shot for that with a little deuce. Just hold that. But they don't care about us, y'all. I give thanks because I know that. I give thanks that something clicked in my head and say, yo, Dice, check this out. If you don't get yourself together, you're going to die. Or you're going to rot in jail. And I'm going to keep it funky with you. That shit would have drove me crazy. Not the fact of being in jail, but to go to jail without my mother, I don't give a fuck, y'all. I'm a big baby. I miss my mother. To be in prison knowing I can't talk to my moms, if my mother alive, I could bid through anything. Yo, what up, Mom? What y'all cooking? Yeah, I got about 14 more. I'll be back. Mm-hmm. Yeah, tell them I said what up. You know, but I can't do that no more physically. That's why I feel bad for some of the people in my age, and they don't understand. It ain't too much time left for us to be running around acting like we fucking 20 years old. I remember in Thanksgiving, all we want to do is go to the movies. Thanksgiving, all we want to do is go to Schenectady and Sterling. Everybody get a bag of weed. We go to my man Shaw crib because he had 2 Technique 1200s. We go in his room and smoke each other out, drinking Old English and shit like that. We just wanted to get some Bacardi, 151, some Brass Monkey or some shit like that. We got through all that. Now it's to the fact where I'm trying to improve and elevate my motherfucking life. God got a plan for me. Like I said, some of the things that has happened for me over the two months of my life have been so impactful, good and bad. Since my birthday, I've been taught a lesson. Since my birthday, this is real facts. Since my birthday, I've been taught a lesson about my patience. How I need to be more understanding about certain things pertaining to life. How if I don't catch myself now, I could be the most detriment thing to myself, see? But then the blessings that came along with that. The blessings that came along with that. Everything works out for the best when God got a plan for you. Everything works out for the best. See, I didn't understand certain shit, but now I do. Sometimes you got to check your fucking self. Everybody want to point to everybody else and say it's that person's fault, that person's fault, and that person's fault. For the first time in a long time, I said, yo, you know what, Dice? This shit's your fault, nigga. So it's time for you to check yourself and reevaluate certain shit that I'm doing. And then I started watching the things that I do with everything that I interact with. My personal life. Life at work. My life just in the street. My mental space. My mental space. So as a whole, I've been continued to be blessed. Every day that I stand up. And y'all already know the slogan, another day alive, another day free. Like, why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Salute.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?